Father Time, crop of young talent finally catching up with Serena. There is no mystery that the number 24 ranks high among the reasons Serena Williams still wants to do this, even at a stage of her life where tennis and motherhood both occupy her time and her body isn't as cooperative as it was even a few years ago when she was cranking out Grand Slams at a record pace. Right now, the quest for one more slam that would tie Margaret Court's all-time record is still on. But Saturdays with her 23 majors, Williams has a clear claim as the greatest women's tennis player of all time. But at age 30, two things about that. Court having more Grand Slams, if that's the way Williams' career finishes, should be totally irrelevant. Foremost among them. Second, it would be unwise to completely count Serena out, particularly at Wimbledon. Even with ideal, but Saturday's 6-2, 7-5 loss to, seemed like a moment that revealed what kind of challenge Williams now faces in the Grand Slams. It's not just the young stars like Naomi Osaka, Sloane Stephens, and Garbi ±E Muguruza who have shown both the poise to win Grand Slams and the ability to absorb Williams' power in pressure moments. Now, to win it, and they're not afraid of her. It is already an incredible accomplishment that Williams came back from a pregnancy and childbirth that caused potentially life-threatening complications to make both the Wimbledon and US Open finals last year. Though the odds seemed long that she could mount that quick of a comeback, she was able to reach a level last summer that made it seem like more majors were coming in 2019 and beyond. But so far this year, Williams' best tournament was her first quarter-final loss to Karolina Pliskova at the Australian Open. Since then, even Williams, as cleanly as she still hits the ball, can't just show up and pound forehands from the middle of the court and expect to win big matches. Opponents want, "I know your dad." To beat these women in the big tournaments, Williams needs to play more on the regular tour. She pretty much at the same time, knee injuries like the one that forced her to pull out of 3 tournaments this spring aren't as easy to come back from when you're nearing your 38th birthday. And they seem to have, with just a month until the start of Wimbledon, there's time for Williams to get in better shape and tune up her game. If her movement isn't, but that's where we are halfway through the 2019 schedule with a larger-than-ever group of women who have the game to win Grand Slams and a declining Williams who will be hard-pressed to turn back the clock. Tennis has had a funny way of giving the legends one last magical run, even when they're past their prime. Perhaps that's come. For now, though, it looks like time may be the one opponent shall have trouble beating back. This article originally appeared on USA Today. Related slideshow best of the 2019 French Open.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up in the park, pot.